part of Miss Slava, the band. I'm the bassist player.
And I'm Johnny the singer.
And thank you both for joining me. My name is Alex. I have a Instagram and a YouTube Blood Sugar Show, and we're so excited that you're here and taking your time out to do this interview.
Thank you,
Thank
Alex.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So the first question that I ask anyone that I interview is, how's everything going? Not just in music, but also in your personal life.
You want to go or? Yeah, we're doing okay, I think. Now we are in about getting to the middle of May, which is very good in Portugal because the weather gets very sunny. We're happy. We're in a good moment of the band, so that affects also our personal life. We've just launched a new record. Also started a European tour, and yeah, things are doing very good. I think that the band is very united now. And as we have a new member, a fifth member, a new guitarist, which gave us also a big new energy and big new fuel to keep doing this. So I think we are very happy.
Yeah.
We've been having dinner. We are not just getting together to do this interview. We chit chat a lot, and yeah, times are good for us.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good time for the band. Yeah.
Well, that's awesome to hear. So, how do you feel now that the album is completed?
I feel relieved. It was a long process, and affects our lives with very anxiety and stuff like that. But when it comes out, it's like a big relief. And finally, we get the chance to show the people the music. So it's very cool for us.
Yeah, it's a relief, and also this anxiety becomes and it transforms into curiosity about the feelings, the answers that the album is given to other people, because we have been doing this and this album like for 3 or 4 years, and it's nice to get a little bit apart and let people hear it and tell us about it. So, yeah, and the first impressions are they are being very nice.
Yeah,
we're happy with it
because the music already have 3 years living with us. The album was recorded like a year and a half ago. So
a year
recorded and mixed the like 6 or 7 months.
Yeah.
But more than a year. Yeah. So for us, it's finally let our children play.
So, what took so long? I know you mentioned that it had been done quite a while ago.
Yeah, because I live half of the year in Africa, so we don't have the chance to do everything together at the same time. And because the album is mixed in the US, it takes that time, and then the plant to print the records. So everything take that time. So it's impossible for us to do everything together. So we have to wait different. So we can be together and do the stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a process that takes us and obligates us to have a very this united, and companionship has to be very solid, because everyone has their own life. John is away for half of the year, and as he said, is a process that not only depends on us and but is made on distance.
Yeah.
But all in all, I think that this is the second record that we do this way. We do in Angola,
Yeah.
half of the year, and I think that overall the feeling when you get it done, it's even better, because you achieved something that in the middle of the process, I think that no one can say that the thoughts of thinking perhaps this is not going to happen. I think it's something that comes to our minds
Yeah.
in some.
And we all have day jobs as well, so sometimes it's very hard to get that to for us to get the same time to do the same things. He was starting a business, so he was a little bit
Overwhelmed.
overwhelmed with work. I'm also overwhelmed with work, so it's difficult. So that's why we took so long to release a record. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got you. It'd be nice if we could just like not have to work and do whatever we wanted in life, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So, can you tell me a little bit about the title? Where did the idea come from for the title of this album?
Yeah. It's a little bit a personal journey for me because like I said, I worked so much and I'm away half of the time, and that sometimes puts me in the dark spot and a little bit lonely at times. So
Mm-hmm.
when I begin to write the lyrics, I usually write like a lyric for a month or when the song is ready. But this time I took all the songs in the same time, in the timeline. So I took some vacations to in the middle of the summer, and instead I'm going to the beach. I start writing in my room from like 8 a.m. to 12 or 2 in the morning. So it was a 3 weeks, like a very big struggle, inner struggle, and I
Mm-hmm.
felt like the sun was out there, but it was dark. You know what I mean? I
Mm-hmm.
was in a closure, so I can make this record. At the same time, was very therapeutic.
Mm-hmm.
The work I've done helped me a lot because I had my job done, and I was postponing a little bit in some stages, and I
Mm-hmm.
guess it when end up the that song was the last one to be written, so I guess it was like
The closure of
the
it.
closure because we all go around something, and that's the sun. So yeah, that's the perfect metaphor, and that's why Under a Black Sun. Yeah.
That's awesome. It definitely sounds like it's a grabber, like under a black sun. It just sounds like something that people can relate to as well, because I think we all have those times where we feel like, oh, the sun is out and everyone's happy, but I don't feel like that.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Who feel like that the sun is out, but it's dark.
Take the idea.
What I tell to not to have hope because the light still shines in the darkness and shines very bright in the darkness. So to be positive, I think it's the main thing is to keep positive. Beside, despite you're in depression or something like that, anxiety disorder, something, you have to be hopeful and you have to fight. You don't come out of a depression if you don't fight. There's a song in the album. It's called The Bends. It's a metaphor of the when you're
But
scuba diving and you have to come to the surface very quickly and you have to go to the pressure chambers and something like that to come to
Mm-hmm.
decompress. So that's the like a metaphor that you can't go out of the depression from one day to the other. You have to gradually and like small wins. You have
Mm-hmm.
to love to start loving yourself again. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what I think I can say to the people. Don't lose hope and love yourselves.
And do you have anything you want to add to that?
No, I think that in this conceptual part, we always trust very much in Johnny's feelings and constructions because he's
Mm-hmm.
not only a singer. Part of his art is to build a concept around lyrics, and of course, this conceptual album. I think that it talks to a lot of people, as you said. It talks to a lot of people, and as Johnny said, it's like you're not alone, but like getting away from cliches also. It's something that most of all you need to understand that there's plenty of ways of embrace the moment and understand that you have the ability and the tools if you want and to struggle against it and to build up from there. So it's also, if you look at the music, I think that this, and we have been looking at the reviews, there's
Mm-hmm.
more often the word doom in our catalog, like doom, stoner, like I think that doom never showed up so often as this record.
And
The doom
psychedelia as well.
the doom word, and this is all about it, which is we combined slow riffs, slow moments in the music, which I think it's also part of this concept
Yeah.
of going down and getting up.
And would you say like that also helped tie in the album itself with the title?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, and even the cover, the album cover, I made a cover. I credit with a different name because it's my art name, and then this the stage name. But
Mm-hmm.
even in the cover, I put all the elements of all the songs in the cover. So that there's a evil eye, there's a sun, there's the eye drown. All the elements are in the cover. So everything goes around the same energy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which, by the way, I think the album art looks really cool. If I saw it in
Oh,
a
thank you.
store, I'd definitely be like, oh, I need to check out this band.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
So, how would you describe the mood for this album?
Uh, Definitely a dark mood, uh, but hopeful one. Yeah. When we this album has a new member. The drummer is the new guy in the band.
Mm-hmm.
Despite I was in that darkness, in that shadow over me, but he brought us much light in the band. So the mood of the band it's a little bit like that's why it's a black sun, because it have lots of light, lots of energy, but also has a lot of shadows, especially me. So
Mm-hmm.
so it's a little bit of both, I guess. So I think the title summons up very well because of it. It's a very hopeful album. You can see the hope in the lyrics. You can see the hope in the music and the tunes, but you can see also the shadow and the suffering.
Mm-hmm.
I guess so. That's my point of view. Yeah.
And do you have anything to add to that?
No, I think that Johnny said it all. I just want to add a detail that before I said that we have a new member, a guitarist, but yeah, John correct me in terms of the album, which is that Pedro, the drummer, he built up the album with us since the
Yeah,
beginning,
since the beginning.
and as we had so many layers in guitars, we felt that we needed a very good fifth member to join us live on stage,
Mm-hmm.
and Hugo, which is a friend of us, joined. But yeah, I think that Johnny said it all about the mood on the album, and I think we're very happy with it because it's different, and we don't want to repeat what we did previously. We never want. Yeah.
Did you felt the hope or the light or just the darkness when you heard the music?
I
And
definitely feel the hope. I think, like you said, like under a black, like just the title itself, you're like, okay, I kind of feel like doom and gloom, but there's also that hope in there, like you said earlier. And even with the art itself too, it's like there's a little bit of everything in there.
yeah, cool.
So for sure, you captured that. Great.
Thank you.
So, was there a particular song on the album that challenged you a lot, either technically or emotionally?
We changed. There's new tunes in two songs, and that is a challenge because it's never we never tuned that this way before. So that was a challenge. But I think like Ricardo said, we felt that we needed to add an extra element to the band so we can perform this live. And the other albums that were okay because now the new layers has so much character that the song could not be played without it. So and that's
Mm-hmm.
that was I think the big challenge. So in terms of technical, I think we all can perform what we made in the records.
Mm-hmm.
Probably The chaos train is a little bit scream for my voice. Usually I have to sing in the last one of the show, so I won't
Lose your voice.
lose my voice. But like I said, I think that was the big challenge, and that's why we go after a new guitar player.
I think we embraced the challenge very well since we didn't have any particular timeline to get it done.
Yeah.
Uh, I think that we have a lot of different vibes on it in terms of tuning, guitar tuning and bass tuning. We had different, like Johnny says, Chaos Train is like something
We never did before.
it's way, way far away from the band, what we usually do. And I think that most of all, the challenge was again the distance and the process itself. And now adding something, when we got the instrumental parts done, we had this expectation. So now it's Johnny's turn to add his voice and his parts, and it was very nice that for us it was a new album. We had like the instrumental parts, and it was a new album coming together when Johnny had his own parts. So when it all come together, it was very, very nice. And of course, we have always, since the Doom Machine album, a very important element, which is our producer Miguel. We call him Vegeta from Dragon Ball. He's a very important part of the band because when we thought that we had like a finished product, he
Yeah,
has
it pushes
this
very hard.
he
Yeah,
has this outsider voice and ear that tell us, okay, this is okay, but let's try something different here and there.
yeah.
So all in all, if it wasn't from him, I think that the final result won't be so
So layered.
yeah, and so good and something that makes us proud. I think
Yeah.
we would be regretting something here and there. Now, yeah.
And I know you mentioned that there's a new member which added like a new layer to the band, but did you do any sort of like experimentation with like new gears, any sort of new sounds, or I guess anything different
Oh,
in the album?
yeah, yeah. So many things, special on the guitar. This is of the album that has a lot less distortion. Rafa brought a different try all the amps, all the guitars, pedals, and there's a combination of two amps that make a sound and sound so heavy but not distorted. And that's the it's a very different step for us. It's whereas we never did that before, and I think and that give us a little bit makes this insecurity. We were a little bit insecure, but let's try it. Let's try it. Do it this time this way. And we're very happy so that we get out of our comfort zone on the process. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's we experiment a lot in the studio and the things that we never expect to do, so it's very cool.
Yeah, some of us, I won't say names, but some of us got a little frightened, as Johnny's saying, when we first hear the first recordings, most of all on guitars, as we felt like, oh, where's our distortion? Where's the guitar support that we are used to listen to? So this was something very good, very nice to experiment, I think.
Yeah, I was at the studio, all the recordings, and I was the guy that was giving strength to Rafa, our guitar player. Man, let's go. Believe, okay, we're doing something different. Let's go. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. Let's try it. Yeah. I was very, very frightened process at the same time, but I think it turned out okay. Yeah.
So you were like the cheerleader saying, keep going, let's do it. And everyone's like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, because I was like saying, this is sound like corrosion of conform. This is sound like no sé qué. And I was giving the guy hope. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure, man. Let's go.
You're like, I'm sure, but I'm really not sure, but we're going to
No,
pretend
but
we're
I
sure.
no, but I was, but I was, I was in, I was really happy with the change.
Mm-hmm.
I was really happy that I'm not in that comfortable spot that we all these years used to be. So let's yeah, this is the new element. This is a fresh element, and that's I think that's the way the things should be. We have to do things different. So that's it
It's our
counts.
advantage, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's our advantage that we are not doing this for following some requests, following some sales requests. We are doing this because we love it, and each time that we go for an album, as we said, it's not an easy and fast process. So
Mm-hmm.
we we at least we want to have fun.
Yeah.
We want to put us on a challenge, on a out of comfort zone. So because we already know it after all, and when we listen to it, it will be more tasty.
Yeah, and even with the choice of the first song, the opener,
I
we we,
love it.
we choose the less obvious song to start the album, and they
Mm-hmm.
were and again, are you sure? And I would say, why not? Why we going are
With
we
the
going
obvious
to do
one.
the same thing in every record? Let's start different, see what happens. And I think it's cool, man. It's for me. It's refreshing that.
Same.
Yeah, that's I love to hear the album because I have the decent like I was not in the band, when I listen.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's different. Yeah, there's a
And
record I love. This okay, it's Jeff Buckley, Grace. You
mm-hmm.
know Jeff Buckley. I love Jeff Buckley, and the first song is it's not an obvious. It starts very slow. Dream Brother is like shh, not yeah.
Yeah, it's my favorite album starting is from All Them Witches, which is Call Me a Star, which
Yeah,
is a ballad. So for me it was also a good choice.
yeah, that's it.
And I can tell just from talking to you both, I can see like the excitement and the like there's just a fire inside of you when you're talking about the album. What keeps that fire going and the creative sparks just making that flame even bigger?
I think it's an easy answer. The answer is very easy because we have to do a lot of other things during 8 hours of our day. So this is something that we really want to do. So it's very easy to keep doing it, I think, despite all the difficulties.
Yeah, we all grew up wanting to have a band. We all have bands before this one, so we don't have the dream no longer the dream of living from the music. But I think it's like we do this like
Living for the music.
yeah, we just want to fulfill our creative vacuum void with something. Yeah, despite I work at creative, but at the advertising I work at an agency, and I use my creativity, but it's not for me. It's for something to sell something, and music. It's like filling that void. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, what do you both hope that fans take away from this album?
Wow. I hope they if they can be how can I say have an influence of light. They can find it a place to a refugee if someone is struggling, and I hope that it brings them hope. Yeah.
My expectations are two. One of them is being already fulfilled, which is our closest friends and fans here around Lisbon
Mm-hmm.
are asking us when do we return playing live in Lisbon, and we have no plans to do it till the end of the year because we are being all around the country and Europe and Spain. So this is a good answer. And the other one is that when people listen to the record,
They have a good time.
they don't get it and feel that easy listening from the first time, because we already know that.
Yeah, we hope it grows.
Yeah, the albums that we live with them the most time are not the ones we love it on the first hearing. How do you say?
Listen, first listen.
How do you say in English? Can you help us?
Like, you mean when they listen to it the first time?
Yeah,
The first hearing?
listen,
First
listen.
hearing?
Just listen.
I don't think it's first listening.
Like
You tell me.
the first time they listen to it?
Okay, yeah, of course, yeah, it's that, yeah. So we are used to think and to believe that the albums that they don't get easy to listen on the first hearing, outra vez. They are the ones that build up. They build up and they get longer with us. They will stand longer with us. So
Yeah.
that's what we think about this record. It's not a direct record. It's a build up.
And I always hope that the people that listen to our music doesn't listen just for one song. I hope that they complete the whole journey of the album, because when I listen to an album, I listen the whole journey. I can't. I'm not the guy that
We don't
listens
skip.
to one song. I have to listen the whole album, and that's one thing I hope to the people that listen to our music.
Awesome. And just so I'm understanding, from what I'm understanding that you're saying, you want people to listen to it, like the more they listen to it, the more it grows on them. Like it's not just a one-time listen, but the more that they listen to it, the more they'll see of the album.
Because it have many layers hidden, and you're gonna find out more you listen. You'll find new things all the time. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
always
Also the songs, they are not fast songs and short songs. They are
They're intense.
no, I'm remembering that on my 20s I had no maturity to understand and to be able to listen to Pink Floyd, and now it's what I hear the most because the songs, you're used to listen to 3 minute songs in the radio, and Pink Floyd, the first three minutes are just the intro of the songs. So that's it. I think this album gives us a little bit of that. Different momentums, different atmospheres on one song. And this is completed by this journey that Johnny's saying.
Okay.
Well, that's awesome. I know we're running out of time here, and there's so many other questions I want to ask, but I'll ask you this last.
Just ask us whatever you want.
So I know that you also talked about the tour in Europe, so I'd like to get some more information for that, just in case anyone is watching who would like to see you guys on tour.
Wow, half of our guitar plays the one that have all the dates. I just know that.
Yeah, yeah.
That we're going to Spain. Oh, I know we're going to.
No, in June we're going to Spain twice, and to the south and north of Portugal, and then in July, in the beginning of July, we have straight slots in Belgium and Germany, like
four in Germany, one in
Belgium,
I don't know, Antwerp,
Belgium, yeah.
But I don't know the cities. I know one is Frankfurt, but you're going to our
Instagram.
social media. Rafa
Yeah.
usually knows all the dates, but I don't have the memory for that.
He knows the lyrics, and that's all. It's
Sometimes I forgot.
good enough. It's good enough.
And for this tour, are you guys excited? And is there like new places that you're playing that you haven't played before, or anywhere that you're excited to play again?
Like 90% is places we've never been there. Yeah.
Well, that's
It's
awesome.
very, very excited. Yeah.
And as far as the album, I do want to ask really quickly, for someone who hasn't heard it yet, how would you describe your album with 3 emojis?
3 emojis.
3 emojis.
Yeah.
I'm not very emoji kind of guy, but let's think. A dark heart, a sun, and a flame, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
No
Dark
further,
hearts,
no further
sun,
questions
and
here,
sun
but
and the flame.
All
It's
right.
okay
And
for
then,
you?
yeah, you can choose whatever emojis you want. I think that that really sums it up, especially with the conversations. I think we're good there. Um,
Okay.
so I do have one last question for you both. Is there anything that you would like to say to your old fans, new fans, anyone who's interested in listening to the album, or just anything that you'd like to say to anyone watching the interview?
Um, now I just say glad you guys are listening to the records. You giving us many feedback in the social media, and that's very warm. It's very warm for us. I'm not saying
warm
that
feeling.
right. Yeah, warm feeling. And pass come to the shows, talk to us, and keep listening. Spread the fire and be well. Be happy. To,
Yeah. The only thing I want to say is that is good to have the possibility of have people listening to us, commenting, as Johnny said, and it's always very nice. Despite where we're playing in, to have people with our t-shirts, people wanting us to sign the records, older ones, new ones. So this is very nice. This is mainly why we keep doing this with so much fire, is because we love to do it, we love to listen to it, and also we love to spread it, and to have feedbacks. This is
yeah, we
the
love to
reality.
engage with the people, with the fans. Always.
I think that some of our recent reviews about shows, they say it all, but that we do entertainment despite the if the record is more dark or not. I think we always get it on stage and we talk to each other. We say let's have fun and make people have fun.
Yeah,
That's all. I think that's all.
yeah.
And then for updates on for shows and things, would you rather people go to your Instagram so they can see all the news and updates on the band itself?
Then if Instagram, there's lots of old fans that still use Facebook, especially here in Europe. So, yeah, Facebook, Instagram. That
I'll link down below, so it makes it really easy for everyone just to click it.
yeah,
And for anyone who is interested, the album is out now, which is Under a Black Sun through Small Stone Recordings. I'll also put all of that underneath the video, so it makes it really easy for everyone to get to.
yeah, yeah. In the Europe, the vinyl is also have the label Cosmic Artifacts. So it's like both labels. Yeah.
All right. Well, I will link all of that down below just so it makes it really easy for everyone if they want to grab a copy of the album. Again, thank you
Thank,
both for doing this
Thank
interview
thank
you.
you
with
so
me.
much, Alex.
And once it's up, I'll make sure to tag you guys on Instagram so you can share it with your followers as well.
Yeah, of course,
Thank you.
sure.
All right. Well, you both take care and have a wonderful afternoon.
You too. Thank you
Thank
so
you. Have a
much.
nice weekend. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye. It was a pleasure.